Welcome to the pre-market report of 27/6/2022. Today the center pivot of Nifty placed around 15,689. Top CPR is in 15,694 and bottom CPR is in 15,684. R1 placed in 15,759 and R2 placed in 15,819. R3 placed in 15,889. S1 placed in 15,629 and S2 placed in 15,560. S3 placed in 15,500. Today the center pivot of Bank Nifty placed around 33,580 and top CPR is in 33,604, bottom CPR is in 33,556. R1 placed in 33,769 and R2 placed in 33,911, R3 placed in 34,100 and S1 placed in 33,438 and S2 placed in 33,249 and S3 placed in 33,107. Let us check the global market first. On last Friday, all the US market closes firmly in green, especially Nasdaq was up by 3.34%. It indicates there was huge rally in our IT stock today. On last Friday, most of the European market was closed firmly in green. It is also indicating our market going to be trend towards up direction. Right now, most of the Asian market is also trading firmly in green. It is also indicating our market going to be trend towards up direction. Right now, most of the US and European future is trading slightly negative. It gives slight negative direction to our market. Right now, Nifty future trading around 15,870. Our previous day close was 15,699. It indicates market going to open in 170 points gap up, as well as SGS Nifty also indicating the same. SGS Nifty trading around 15,874. It is also indicating market going to open in 170 point gap up. On last Friday, the foreign institutional investor sold for 2,353 crores and the domestic institutional investor bought for 2,213 crores. The overall institutional activities in sell side, it gives slight negative direction to our market. This is option chain data in NSE website. Here we can see which option has highest open interest. Right now, 15,500 put option has highest open interest in put side. It has 1,31,229 contract in open condition, so it's going to be act as a good support. As well as in call side, 16,000 call option has highest open interest. It has 1,46,408 contract in open condition, so it's going to be act as a good resistance. The option writers believe market going to expire by this week between 15,500 to 16,000. Moreover, smart people create 15,700 short saddle. By creating 15,700 short saddle, they can collect combined premium of 318 rupees. According to that, they believe market won't move beyond 16,018 in upside as well as 15,381 in downside. As long as market stay between 16,000 to 15,400, they can make some profit. As per the NSE website, at the end of Friday closing, foreign institutional investor has 25% long position in index future as well as 75% short position in index future. The domestic institutional investor has 39% long in index future, long position in index future, as well as 61% short position in index future. There is no much change in the long and short position between FAS and DAS. FAS increases the long position by 1%. It gives slight positive to our market, as well as DA reduces the long position by 1%. It gives slight negative to our market. But there is no major change in the long and short position, so it will not create any impact in our market today. The overall view is, on last Friday, US market was closed positive. European market was also closed in positive. Right now, all the Asian market is trading in positive condition. US and European future is trading in slight negative. Nifty future indicating gap up opening more than 150 point. SGS Nifty also indicating the same. FA is in sell side, DA is in buy side. As of now, option writers believe market won't break 16,000 in upside as well as 15,500 in downside. So kindly plan according to that. This is Nifty chart in trading view. I am always using 5 minutes time frame. I marked center pivot, top CPR, bottom CPR in white, as well as R1, R2, R3 in green. Previous day high in dotted green. After that I marked S1, S2, S3 in red. Previous day low in dotted red. The blue lines are which market took support and resistance earlier, and the yellow line is gap border. Before going to the today prediction, let us check what happened on 16th June. On 16th June, market opens, that means Bank Nifty opened with a slight gap up, somewhere around 33,700. After touching 33,709, it came down and closes in red. After that, market fall drastically. Bank Nifty fall 1,200 points from intraday high to intraday low, as well as Nifty fall more than 500 points, that means 15,850 to 15,350. Many of them did not aware why the market fall that much. Many people say many reasons, but the main reason was there was a gap border around 33,709 in Bank Nifty. While market approaching the gap border, it falls drastically. Why market fall from the gap border? Because FAs and DAs create huge number of short position in the gaps. The gap created due to short position of FAs and DAs. May FAs create the short position or DA creates a short position, we did not aware about that. But the institutional create the short position at the gap, that while market has huge gap down. If market breaks the gap border, they need to cover the shorts or they need to book the losses. That's why they bring the market that much low on 16th June. Now let us move on to the today prediction. As of now, SCS Nifty indicating market going to open somewhere around 15,872. As per my analysis, two things can happen. If market failed to broke gap border, that means 15,883. If FAS still have a short position, FAS and DAs still have a short position at this gap border, they again bring the market down. How we can know that? If market approaches the gap border and came down and closed with a bearish pin bar or bearish candle, then the market start to fall. Whenever market approaches 15,883 in Bank Nifty and faced resistance and came down, closes with a bearish candle or bearish pin bar, you can buy nearby put option and keep the stop loss just above the candle. Book your profit at R1 or you can trail up to R2. This is our conclusion. If the institution doesn't have that much short position as on 16th June, they will not bring the market down. How will you find that? Just wait for the 15 minutes. For 15 minutes, market sustains above 15,883. Then it will lead to huge rally towards 16,200. Because market doesn't like a gap, the gap get eventually filled in upcoming days. That will happen today. If market sustains above 15,883 for more than 15 minutes, then market going to be rallied towards 16,200 and it faces resistance. This is our prediction today. This is our final conclusion. If market faced resistance and came down at 15,883, it will lead to market trend towards down direction. If market sustain above 15,883 for more than 15 minutes, it leads to huge rally towards 16,200. Be aware, market may face resistance at 16,200 because it was top gap border.